Morning students. Now today we will move to exercise 3D. Okay. Exercise 3D. In this exercise we will find the square root of each of the following numbers by using the method of prime factorization. Do remember my students, in my earlier classes, in my earlier videos, I have explained how to go for prime factorization to find out whether a number is a perfect square or not. So we will apply the same rule here while solving some questions. We will take some questions here. Question number 1, 2 to 5. Okay, so we will go for prime factorization. It does mean prime factorization does mean that we have to divide these numbers by prime numbers. And what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. Those are prime numbers. So they are starting from smallest 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, like so. So here we can see 5 to 7 to 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So we'll go for 3. 3 7s are 21. 3 5s are 50. Now again 12, 7, 5, 12. Again go for 3. 25. 5. So 25 is divisible by 5. 5 5s are 25. Now what we do get? We do get 2 to 5 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. It does mean that we have got pairs of prime numbers. Pairs of prime numbers. 3 into 3. It is a pair of prime number. Then again 5 into 5, pair of prime number. It does mean that 2 to 5 is a square of 3 into 5. It does mean 15. Means 15's square is 2 to 5 and square root of 2 to 5 is 15. Okay students, now we will take one more question. Okay, question number 6 is 4096. Again we will go for prime factorization of 4096. 4096. Starting from 2, because 4096 is having 6 as at the unit digit and this is divisible by 2. So 2, 2s are 4, 0, 4s are 8 and 2 8s are 16. Now again it is divisible by 2. So 2, 1, 0, 2, 4. Again it is divisible by 2, 5, 1, 2. Again it can be divided by 2, 2 2s are, 2 5s are, 2 6s are. Again 2, 1, 2 2s are 4, 8s are 16. Now again 2, 6s are, 4s are, 2, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2. Okay students, now what we got? One pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, 5 pair and 6 pairs. Means all the prime numbers while dividing 4096 for prime factorization, we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 set of pairs of prime numbers. So this 4096 is a perfect square. We will show it. 4096 is equal to 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. And 2 into 2. So 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair, 6 pair. So 4096, we will take 1, 2 from each pair. Okay, one number from each pair of prime numbers. So 1 2 is taken, again 1 2, again a 2, again a 2 and again a 2 and finally a 2. So 6, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So 4096 is 2 to the power 6. It does mean that 2 2s are 4 2s are 8 2s are 16 2s are 32 2s are 64. So 4096 is square of 64 and square root of 4096 is 64. It does mean that 4096 is a perfect square. Okay, students. Now, question number 13. Question number 13 says, dear students, find the smallest number by which 252 must be multiplied to get a perfect square. It does mean that 252 is not a perfect square. And do remember the rules. The number ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 and odd number of zeros are never a perfect square. So 252 ending with 2 is not a perfect square. Now also find the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So at first we have to find out the smallest number by which we will multiply 252 to make it a perfect square, because it is not a perfect square. So for that purpose we will again go for prime factorization of 252. So 252, we will go for prime factorization of this. So this will be divided by 2, 1s are 2, 2s are 4, 6 are 2, 6 are 3 are again 3, again 3. Now here we do see, we do have pair of 2, we do have pair of 3, but 7 is single here. So 7, if we multiply this 252 by 7, so this will be having a pair of 7 also, then this will be a perfect square. So here we can write 252 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into dash. If we place 7 here, means if we multiply these set of numbers with 7, it will be a perfect square. So the smallest number by which 252 is to be multiplied to make it a perfect square is 7. Now one more question in this question is, and we have to find out, also find the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So we have to find out the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So we have 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. So what will be the square root? We will having a square root here, right? This will give you 1 2, 1 3 and 1 7. The square root does mean that 2 is hidden here, and this says inside this square root, if we are having a set of prime number, we will take out only one of it. So we have taken 2, we have taken 3, we have taken 7. So that will be 3 2s are 6, 6 7s are 40. So this will be your answer. Okay. Now we will move to question number 14. Question number 14. Question number 14 says, find the smallest number by which 2925 must be divided to obtain a perfect square, and also find the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So here we have to remove the extra prime number which will not having its pair, right? So at first we will go for its prime factorization. So what is the number? The number is 2925, right? So we will go for prime factorization. We will check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. 5 to 7, 9 7 16 to 18. So it is divisible by 3. So 3 9 ja, 2 2 3 7 ja, and 3 5 ja, right? Again 3 3 ja, 9 3 2 ja 6 and 3 5 ja 15. Now 5 2 7 3 10. It is not divisible by 3, so we'll go for 5 because it is having 5 at the unit digit. So 5 6 are 30 and 5 5 are 25. Now 5 again 13 ja. Now 13 is a prime number. It will not be divisible by any other number. So we are having 3 into 3 and 5 into 5 in a pair. So we can write 2925 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 13 into dash. So here, since we have to divide this, so we do not require a number which should be multiplied to it. We have to remove this 13 from here. So we will divide it by 13. So 13 cancels. Now we are having the set of numbers, that is 3 into 3 and 5 into 5. Now question asks, what will be the what was the question? We have to find the square root of the number. So we will go for its square root. Now we will having 3 and 5. So that will be 50. So here the smallest number by which we have to divide it to make it a perfect square is 7 and its square root is 50. Okay students? Now question number 15. 1225 plants are to be planted in the garden in such a way that each row contain as many plants as the number of row. Mind students, the number of row and number of plants in each row are same, right? Find the number of rows and the number of plants in each row. So for that purpose, again we will go for its prime factorization and we will get the square root of given number 1225. So question number 15. 1225. This is the number of plants. It is to be planted in a row in such a manner that the number of rows are equal to the plants planted in each row, right? So we will go for its prime factorization. 5 to 79 not divisible by 3, but we can divide it by 5. 5 to the 10, 4 ja, and 5 ja 25. Again 5, 4 ja, 9 ja, and 7 ja. Now 1225 means the square root of 1225 is 5 into 5 and 7 into 7, right? So here we will get its square root. So we will take 1 5 and 1 7, that is 35. Now my dear students, remember 1225 is square of 35. It does mean 1225 is equal to 35 into 35. Now here one thing is to be understood. 35 and 35, these are the number of rows and these are the number of plants planted in each row. So the both are same. 35 rows are there, number of rows 35 and number of plants planted in each row is also 35, right? Now we will move to question number 16. The student of a class arranged a picnic. Each student contributed as many rupees as the number of students in the class. If the total contribution is 1156, find the strength of the class. Number of students is equal to the participation of each student. Do remember, number of students are equal to participation of each students. Both are same. So at first we will go for its prime factorization. We will find its square root and that will be the answer. Means both will be same. As here both are same, number of plants and the number of rows, number of plants planted in each row, that was equal to number of rows. Here it will be equal to the participation of each student as the number of students in the class. So question number 16. Each student and the total contribution is given how much? Rupees 1156. Right. So we will go for its prime factorization. 1156. Here 6 5 11, 112, 130 not divisible by 3, but it is divisible by 2. So here 2 5s are 2 7s are 2 8s are. Again 2 2s are 9. Now 289, that is the square of 17. 17's square is 289. So 17 are. My dear students, you will have to remember the squares of some sequence of numbers for your help. So here 1156 is equal to 2 into 2 into 17 into 17. As we have got its perfect square, right? So we will having 2 into 17. That is 17 to the 34. So here 1156 is equal to 34 into 34. It does mean that the number of students in the class, number of students in the class is 34, and as it is the strength of the class. Okay. Now we have reached till question number 16 from exercise 3D, and we have learned that these all questions are based on prime factorization of the given numbers. So at first you will have to learn properly how you will go for prime factorization, and I have explained all the methods and all the ways by which you can go for proper prime factorization for finding the square roots of the given number, and you will be also able to find out whether the given number is a perfect square or not. So here in question number 17 we will have what the question says: find the least square number. We have to find the least square number. Dear students, mind one thing: once you are given a question, at first you will have to study and learn the sense of the question, what question says to do, what the operations, whether it be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, which type of formulas, and what is the sense, what is the requirement of the question. At first you will have to understood, and then only you will apply your own method, right? So here find the least square number which is exactly divisible by each of the numbers 6, 9, 15 and 20. This question is little bit different from the other questions, so we will take this question. We have to find the least square number which is exactly divisible by the given numbers. So at first we will get the LCM of given number, right? So the given number are 6, 9, 15 and 20, right? We have to find the LCM of the given number. So here again, to get the LCM of the given number, we will go for its prime factorization, right? 6, 9, 15, 20. Now 6 and 20 is divisible by 2, so we will go for 2. 2 3s are, 9 will come as it was, 15 will come as it was, and 2 10s are, right students? Now here 3, 9 and 15 are divisible by 3, so we will go for 3. 1s are, 3s are, 5s are, and 10 will come to as. Now again 5. 1, 3, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 3. Now 3 and okay. So what we got? LCM is lowest common multiple. According to the question, we will have to go for find out lowest common multiple of these given numbers, because the question asks the same. So LCM of 6, 9, 15 and 20 is 2 into 3 into 5 into 3 into 2. 2 into 3 into 5 into 3 into 2. 2 into 3 into 5 into 3 into 2. What do we get? Here, what do we get? 3 to the 6 5s are 33s are 92s are 180. This is the number, that is the lowest common multiple of the given number. But means 180 is divisible by these all. 180 is divisible by 6. It is divisible by 9, it is divisible by 15, it is divisible by 20. Particularly these all numbers can divide this. But question asks us to find out the perfect square. 180 is not a perfect square. Why it is not a perfect square, my dear students? It is not a perfect square because it has odd number of zeros. Odd number of zeros means 1 0. Whether it will have 2 0 or 4 0, 6 0, 8 0, means even number of zeros, then it will be a perfect square. But here it has only 1, that is odd, means odd number of 0, so it is not a perfect square. So now we will have to make it a perfect square. We will have to make it a perfect square by multiplying the least number as we have done earlier. So for that purpose, we will have to go for its prime factorization. So prime factorization of 180, right? We'll go for 2, easily divisible, 90. Again 45. Now 3, 15, 3, 5. Now what do we get? Here we are having set of 2, means pair of 2, pair of 3, and 5 is single. So once we multiply it by 5, it does mean that once we multiply 180 by 5, it will be a perfect square. How? We will see. Here we will see 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and 5 into 5. What do we get? We will see. 2 to the 4, means we are having 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and 5. Here till we are getting 180, and that is multiplied to 5, right? 180 into 5, that 18 5s are 90, and 1 0 is here. So here what we got, 900 is having 2, that is the odd number of zeros, right? So it has become a perfect square. So 900 is the least perfect square number which is divisible by each of these given numbers. 6, 9, 15 and 20 can divide 900, and 900 is a perfect square. Now my dear students, question number 18. Find the least square number which is exactly divisible by each of the numbers 8, 12, 15 and 20. You will do the same process as we have done here. We have got the LCM of the given numbers. So here you will get LCM of the given number. Then you will see whether the LCM of the given number is a perfect square or not. So you will go for prime factorization, and you will make it a perfect square while multiplying or dividing. Here you will get it. So the rest of the questions is for your homework, and in my next video we will go for exercise 3E. Okay students?